Hey y'all, hey. Now I thought I was live already. Okay, look like they don't have a so let me just get reintroduced. um I thought I had clicked the live button for the live stream. So even when you think you got it together. I'm back. Oh, I'm gonna get it together. Practice make perfect. Practice make perfect. Now, I gotta make sure I mute Facebook. And I got it so I can see your comments in Facebook for a change, y'all. Okay, so yeah, StreamYard good at showing comments from YouTube, but not Facebook so much. It seemed to be an issue. So hey, how y'all doing? So let's get on started with the disclaimers. I thought that's what I was doing. Didn't realize I had not pressed the go button to go live yet. So let me get to the disclaimers. I don't want nobody to have no misconceptions. This is just a personal blog about me, myself, and I. Some of the things that I deal with. So if you're a mess, a hot mess, you love messiness, as in cyber harassment, this video is not for you. If you're allergic to gaining knowledge, critical thinking, growing fools and mess, survival when shit hit the fan, tiny living, expletives, keeping it real. Now I'm gonna have to add messy as far as house. If you ain't a retentive and my mess gonna trigger you in a negative way, this video ain't for you. Last but not least, I'm a bona fide certified card carrying member of the Cannabis Club. And I do be self-medicating in my videos. So if you got a problem with that, time to exit left. Okay. That's out the way. All right, so I got 4 in the bushes. Could you please thumbs up? Anyway, all right, let's start with the haul. Now, I got 2 things in yesterday. Oh, and people wonder why I be collecting jars of cables that look like this. That's because I end up keeping technology like this, where the only thing I'm going to actually use out of it is this microphone, which y'all can't see it right now. Now I got all these extra cables, but I'm not going to chuck them or throw them away, because why? One cable out of the collection of my collection, home collection, turned out to be exactly what I needed to be able to have this audio going correctly on these live streams. So that's the way my life goes. And so I'm on this journey to declutter, minimalize, but I still got to deal with myself. So myself not going to get rid of this and start a new container of cables. I think these are the perfect thing for my cables because you can see exactly what it is all the way around. A cheap storage option for me. Okay, so now let's get to the first box that's sitting over there. Yeah, I cleared up that space and it's full again with more packages. But my rule to myself, I got 2 boxes of stuff, so I'm going to be taking 2 boxes of stuff out of here as trash. All right. So, how's everybody doing? Yeah, so y'all just gonna have from me. Anyway, this is the first box. I have completely forgotten what I've ordered. I haven't been doing a lot of ordering for one because I want to reduce the stuff I got. But must be some. Oh, it was so light. That's why I forgot what it was. I was like, I wonder what that could be. Okay, y'all. This is a grooming item. Razor for my to get my hair on my facial hairs together. You know, I'm a woman of a particular age, and we began to have hair in places we don't normally have them. Okay, and this is my second package right here. Oh, I forgot all about that. Okay, so yeah. Since I quit smoking, I done packed on the pounds. Uh-oh, something is falling out. Oh boy. I bought some seeds. Some echinacea seeds. And they just in time because we having some downpours today. I want to plant a whole bunch of echinacea seeds though. But yeah, I packed on the pounds, so I bought a scale so I can check on myself and put myself in check. And what's this last one? I forgot. I don't even know what this is. Okay. What in the tarnation? What is this I got? Oh, you know, now this is another one of those things I didn't really need. Forgot I bought it. It's a webcam. I thought the problem with my laptop was the webcam as far as the sound. So I don't actually really need this now. I discovered it was just the mic. The mic was the issue. Okay, well, it don't hurt. Just another one of those where the extra accessories are gonna come in handy. I don't really need the camera. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I could do them don't have to worry about muting nothing if I put a little webcam over there in that section. I don't know if that cable will reach. But anyway, I did get a little accessory that I can appreciate because that's a little handheld. Hey, Nurse Juan. How you doing today? Good to see you today. Well, yeah. I done bought me a webcam that I don't actually need. That's another thing. Like, probably could send it back. But it wasn't, the price, it didn't break the bank at all. So maybe, yeah, I'll try to put that webcam over there where the plants are. Because that phone is so heavy. I'm good. I did the sleep study, so let's get to that. You was here, and I was telling you about it the other day. I did do the sleep study. I wanted to show y'all. Well, I ain't gonna take it out the bed because it might change my score or anything. But I did it, and also did a test run with my mask, Bluetooth mask. This is the bomb. Now, normally I ain't gonna say nothing if the shit is crappy. I ain't gonna say it's good. This is a good idea. If you have sleep problems, insomnia, you might want to try a sleep mask, a Bluetooth. And I played my music under the conditions of having a whole sleep study thing up your nose and a probe on your finger and something attached around your body. Then I had this around my head. That helped me go to sleep under those conditions because I played my music and played myself right to sleep. So, yeah, it's soft, it's rechargeable, and you can have a playlist of anything you want. And it was good sound. It's easy to control. You can control it from the buttons on the front. And so if you in the market for sleep bands, you having difficulty getting sleep at night, or some of you might have night jobs and have difficulty getting to sleep in the day. This really blocks out all the light, and you can lull yourself into sleep. You don't have to choose the music I chose. You could choose anything like the ASMR videos they have with running water and brooks and some people like hearing people eat, smacking and stuff when they sleep. But anyway, this is a hit, so I want to do a whole review separate. It don't have nothing to do with the rest of my life. But for today, I'm getting ready to head out back to the hospital to return a gadget. This is the sleep study probe and stuff, and I'm gonna, I gotta do some edits to the video because I did record my sleep and all that good stuff. And I found it interesting. I'm definitely gonna compare it to what the lab has to say as far as the outcome. But one thing I could say, the accessories that I got, they gonna come in handy. That I got with the you planted my mint, or better yet, my daughter planted the mint. All right, good for you. So speaking of mint, I'm finna move on to my mango salsa. I got the Munchies. I do not want to go out here in the streets hungry, because you overspend that way on food, buying stuff impulsively because your eyes see it. So I'm gonna make a mango salsa over here, and hopefully I can easily turn the camera around because I got it linked up. I got it linked up to the StreamYard. Okay, let me see Let me see what it's giving. Okay. Now that's the only thing about this bendy one. This bendy tripod, it's hard to make it stay in the same position. And it kind of shakes when you bump into it. Okay, so now y'all, I'm going to switch over to the other camera and show y'all I'm finna cut my mint too. So there I am with all my stuff ready for the mango. She's so excited. She's been watering and planting her potato plant. I'm going to plant the potatoes too next, but I'm going to do it in the morning. Today I'm on the run. Got to return that sleep study. Okay, so yeah. About mine. Look, this thing has completely overgrown my pop bottle planter. That is just too much mint in terms of one bottle. And look, you can see the roots. I don't see all the roots that went to the bottle. Now I would be putting this in the ground outside. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make more plants from these. Are the perfect stems right here. These new ones that's coming up, they the perfect ones to make whole new plants. But this right here, this big mama stem, I'm finna take her down right now and put her all in my mango salsa. So let me get some scissors. I just had them. Yep, so finally y'all gonna see me what I do with all that mint I be growing. So here it is, right here. What I'm about to do is I'm finna cut this big one, this branch, because it is plenty of new population on this plant. Look at that. Woohoo! That's a whole lot of mint, y'all. And see, now you can see all the new family of mint that came along. So all these big leaves right here, these big leaves, they going in my salsa right now. Right now. So yeah. I am so happy that I got the audio together. That is definitely got me giddy. Yeah, you see that running? That will grow a whole new plant. That will grow, that runner right there will grow a whole new plant. Okay, so now we're gonna get busy with the salsa now. So in mine, I use ground cumin, Mrs. Dash. That's always on the list of seasonings. Whole garlic, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. Also, of course, my mint and basil. I'm gonna get the basil and a couple of limes. And I'm finna make a big batch, so I'm using 5 mangoes. And okay, so yeah, we finna get this party started. And I'm gonna put this other one back. Okay. Okay, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and use up the rest of that basil. A lot of this basil. I see that's the only thing. This tripod don't stay up. The weight of the phone weighs it down. That's what bothers me about that one. Okay, so I'm gonna take a big old branch off of here. And that's gonna go into the salsa. Now I want to try and grow. I want to try to grow more off of this plant, but if not, I think this one is coming to the end of its life. Yeah, I'm starting garlic too. I started it. Let me show you. I started it just like that. And once it rooted, this is going outside. Excuse me. Garlic need cooler temperatures, so this can easily be put outside now. This cold weather, it's not gonna bother them at all. So yeah, yesterday was a success with the audio. I'm very happy about that. So now I'm trying to see how I can do this the best way. So I can still be facing you with the webcam. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring the table over there and the camera. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna be facing y'all, and I can still have the camera on the food. Hopefully I did that right. There we go. I think. Yeah, I can see you. Okay, so now I'm gonna rinse this off. Give it a Give it a apple cider vinegar and water bath. Oh, that's the thing. I can't see what I'm aiming at right here. That's the downside of using a non-front facing camera. Now I ain't gonna be able to get this to stay. Yeah, I should have made this a regular video instead of live because you can't get rid of the bloopers. That's the downside. This ain't gonna stay. It ain't gonna cooperate with me. Try this table. Okay. Now if I can get it to stay. Okay. There we go. There we go. I hope. Yeah, so here you can see my little garlic starts right there. And so I'm going to start with the mangoes. I have done this video before. I just like to do it because this is my favorite guilt-free snack. And plus, it also explains some of why I grow what I do grow. Because ain't no need of growing anything that you don't like. Because why? You ain't going to eat it. So it makes sense to grow what you like. So I like mango salsa. And I grow it a lot. Now see, every time I get silent, see some people real good at keep continuing to talk while they do, and I'm terrible. So now, here's my bowl. Cut everything up with. And I'm gonna rinse these off in the sink. Okay. Now the good thing about the apple cider vinegar bath is if your plants did have an issue with powdery mildew or anything, it will bring that out. Hello. You just started a small garden and enjoying. I love mint. It grows very fast. In fact, oh my goodness. Here you go. Okay. This one right here. That's one of my stems that I clipped from this plant. I clipped one stem and it's already growing tremendously. One stem already. That's about 2 weeks of one clip of a stem from this plant. So mint grows very fast. In fact, I'm gonna need a bigger pot for that one. I'm gonna need a bigger pot or at least put it outside. Thank you, Phyllis. Thanks for joining. I'm surprised. I'm surprised whenever I get anybody in my chat because, I don't deal with controversial topics. I don't make no money talking about trending topics. So, ain't no point of flocking over to my channel unless you are into gardening. So I am into that. And now all this delicious, wonderful mint is about to go in my mango salsa. So I have one container for the chips, the veggies. And then I cut up my mango and chop it up. It's hard for me to tell what I got on the camera because I can't see it. So I want tons of mint and I want tons of basil in here. So this is my basil. She been growing beautifully in the windowsill. And you don't have to, people get intimidated about growing, but you don't have to buy no special light if you got a window. Like, look at that window behind me. But that's the east sun. That's the north. If you got a southern window that gets sun, that's the best window in the world to grow plants. Right now, you plant that's the best way. Because I remember the first year I started growing, I bought all kinds of what I thought was good food to grow for your health and nutrition. And, tomatoes always end up on the top of that list. But in reality, I just don't eat that many tomatoes. I don't really care for them alone. Like my sister, she could eat tomatoes like people eat apples. Just bite into it. I like tomatoes in other foods, so like spaghetti. So I just didn't eat it enough. I didn't eat it enough to justify growing it. So that's tip number one. Make sure you grow what you know you eat, because you can get a bountiful harvest and then you don't know what to do with it. So that could be a negative too, not knowing what to do with a whole bunch of abundance of stuff that you grew. I don't like to waste either. And so I know this year Not only I don't like to waste, but I also know my limitations as far as growing because you know, I had my grandbabies here when I planted all that okra. I had like 30 stalks of okra in my backyard. But once they left for after summer break, they wasn't here for the harvest or to keep maintaining it, just to even water it on a daily basis. That was a problem. And so I actually bit off more than I could chew. So when it comes to gardening, don't bite off more than you could chew. Unless you really eat the stuff you grow. Don't grow nothing you don't, you don't just really love fanatically. So for me, I know for a fact I grow zucchini because I eat that fanatically. I eat it every day. I eat it all the time. I eat it every day. I eat it all the time. All kinds of ways and muffins, sauteed. Hey, Christy Lewis. Glad you could join me. Girl, I feel so proud. You helped me with the audio. You helped me get that together. You and Nurse Vaughn stuck it out like troopers. I really, really, really appreciate that. I know once I, got some practice, I get it together. It won't be so awkward. Maybe one day I'll get it, get more visuals and graphics in the mix. But the audio, that's important. That's crucial. You ready for the salsa? So yeah, I'm going to do the whole thing. Try to do it in front of y'all. I've been saying that for the longest and then don't really come through because I either be too tired or whatever. It be something. So I'm trying to get the camera position where the action is because I can't see myself. All right, let me get a knife. Now, some of y'all, somebody had expressed to me that they was nervous with knives. Knives don't bother me, but there is a way to get mangoes out of the skin more neatly than I used to, but I didn't know any better. So it's like, you live and learn. I learned how to cut mangoes from another YouTuber called Coldest Ice Princess. And then since then, I see more YouTube videos and found a better way. Okay. So we're gonna start with the mangoes. When you cut mangoes, you see it's like an oblong fruit. You want to start with a little seed. That's where the tail is, and I just cut that off. And you can see where the seed begins. You take the knife and you start cutting, slicing into it on the lengthwise along the seed. And you can tell when you get to the seed because it'll stop because the seed is very hard. And you come out with a half like that. All right. Now this the part I didn't know any better because honey, I would just tear into it like that. That was mangoes for me. I didn't really know you could scoop it out like that with a spoon. I never knew this. Did y'all know that? I never knew that. I used to eat mangoes super sloppy because I would just dive into it. Like once I cut it in half, I'd be like, oh. You ready for your salsa? Well, I'm gonna make enough for you because this is gonna be a big batch. Usually I just use 2 mangoes, but this one I'm gonna make 5 because they need to be used up. It's just me. My eyes get big in the store, and I forget I ain't got no whole family. And fresh fruit have a shelf life, so I had to get busy. So see, I'm cutting along the seed. Ooh, it is juicy. It's juicy. Okay. And you end up with a half like that when you cut along the seed. And then you can use a spoon to scoop it on out. Now I'm so glad I got this audio together because it's encouraging because I wanted to bring more tutorials along, not just on mango salsa but technology. Because even though my actual videos with bloopers, I can come back and explain now with each point that was wrong when y'all couldn't hear me, what I was doing at each point, so that everybody would know more specifically what goes wrong. So here we go again with another one, another mango. So I'm gonna be doing 5 all together. And yes, Christy, I am very much interested in doing the why game for grown-up topics. Because, a good question nowadays is why do you want to date in the light of COVID? Now, if you just went by your logical brain and you think that we all think logically, no, we think on emotions. And so I know a lot of young people don't want to be bothered about being cooped up in no house for spring break. And I know when I was young, I wasn't thinking about life or death. When you're young, you think you're invincible. But I'm a woman of a particular age. So why do we date now? I already been married. I have experienced life. I've had kids. They grown. They have kids. Shoot, my grandkids are teenagers now officially. Woo! I really feel like an old bag. Teenage grandkids. So I have lived life. So I'm not at this particular age feeling like I have never experienced life and that I'm missing out on something. So why do people use dating apps to meet? It's a whole lot of because you can answer to that question. Because they cheating on their wife? Why? Because they socially awkward? Why? Because they know they ugly? Why? I have a friend and she told me that she has had more dates since COVID and she is over 60. Oh my God. Go ahead, Phyllis. Go ahead on. Well, I know one thing. I'm going to clear up in my date now. First of all, I didn't appreciate Facebook putting me in that stuff. Let's just get that out the way. It caught me by surprise, but I happened to start noticing the hearts. And took my chances, but baby, if you're not in the position to date me face to face, I don't do no virtual dating. So you could forget that. We is not gonna get along. I can't stand video chatting. I like it like this, where it's me with a lot of people at once. Now, if I could date like that, they talk about speed dating. If I could, set up a video conference where we'll be talking about the prospects of dating me, and I talk one person to many, that'd be cool. But one-on-one, one by one, that's exhausting. And you got 50 people that done hearted you. You trying to screen and narrow it down. That's a lot of work before you even got to the, are you single? Are you ready to mingle? That's a bit much. So I wouldn't mind talking about dating in the age of COVID. Wow, 60. That's something else, Phyllis. But hey, kudos to that person, that's in their 60s. I'll kiss a 60 on the forehead, so I guess in one way that does give me hope. But I do think most people on here playing games. And see, I had set myself up as far as my heart goes to say, my nose ain't gonna be open, and I wasn't deceived. I knew people was playing games, and so I didn't get caught up. I wasn't trying to be in no relationship. But when I did step out there and took a chance, I realized I wasn't ready. I'm definitely not ready for kissing. Nope. We still gotta walk around with masks. So I'm a hold out a little bit longer on the actual physical dates. And then again, me and my own personal hangups, that's crazy if you don't want to deal with the physical date part. And you can't stand videos, chatting. That gonna make you gonna be quite lonely, girl. You making it hard for yourself. Yes, I am. I ain't scared to say it. I am making it hard for myself. Because I think people do be playing games of full of shit. I've seen it with my own eyes. Yeah, I like it the old way where you just meet somebody. When I first started, I said, oh, this is cool. You can really throw your net out wide. So you're going to have a wide variety of choices. No, it don't end up like that at all. You wear yourself out trying to figure out who the hell is who and how and what before you even go on a first date. And how the hell you know a person based on what they just told you in the profile? You don't. So I feel sorry for these young people because I see it with my sons. They both have females that every time you see them, not sometimes, just not a little bit, not once in a while, but every time you see them, their head is in the screen. Man, I'd be ready to slap a shit out of a man who's sitting up there got his head in the screen all day while he with me. So that's one of the things I'm going to put in my profile. If your motherfucking way to pass time is you always got that damn cell phone on. You can't live without that cell phone in your life. You is not going to get along with me. So I'm putting that in my profile. I can't stand that. And I see it all the time. You see a whole table of people, even families, when me and my family got together, everybody sitting there with a screen. They head in the screen. Ain't nobody talking to each other. That's crazy. I don't like that phenomenon. I was glad, I've been ahead of my time for so long. When I used to ask people would they text me something, I had so many people say, girl, I ain't got that. Girl, I ain't got no cell phone like that. I don't be on the internet like that. I am so glad that the world caught up to me to where I can say that. Send it to me by text, and it's no big deal. They just say okay. um, that took decades to come along. I'm glad it's here in that regard, but the rest that came with it, you can have it. With everybody sitting at the table and their faces in a screen, that's crazy to me. But that's exactly how some people are relating. You said old players. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have that too much of a problem. Uh-oh, this one is past its life. Okay, I think I waited too late on that mango. Yeah, fresh food, that's the downside. I love it, but it do have a shelf life. Okay, that one I waited too late. Okay, I hope this one is okay. I love it. Yeah, I think the face screen, that's the craziest thing in the world when I see everybody got their face in the screen. So that's what I'm looking at when I see my sons when they little dates and stuff. The girl has got her face in the screen the whole time. That shit look weird as fuck to me. And then it's some kids, that's how they growing up. They parents got their babies in front of the camera all day, all the time. My son is one of them. He love that Facebook stories and in the camera all the time. I don't like to be in the camera all the time. I done already told my potential prospects and mates when it comes to doing the do. See, I know a lot of people who met me, and if they got a chance to meet me in real life, they would think I was gung ho and with it, with video recording stuff. No, ma'am. In real life, I'm gonna need to pat you down and leave your camera outside the door. Not outside, but we in the bedroom, baby. That camera ain't going nowhere in there. That's what I'm trying to say. There's too much stuff that happen. Revenge porn. People break up to make up. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed the chat. But time for dinner. Yeah, I got to hurry up too because I got to get this sleep study back. But I didn't want to have to do this when I come back. So I'm going to get there when I get there. I'm glad the hospital stay open 24 hours. Else I'd have been messed up today. I done already would have been messed up today. I'm glad you enjoyed the chat, Phyllis. So, yeah, y'all, I'm just doing a mango sauce. I've been promising myself to do this and keep procrastinating. And, food got a shelf life. I lost one mango, not doing it fast enough. And welcome back, Phyllis. Feel free to come back. I'll be touching on other topics besides gardening, and since I am on the dating scene, I'm gonna be talking about that. Sure. I mean, now it's becoming the way of life. And I got some hesitancies and reluctancies about the way life is going. And I got some certain things I learned along the way that I just have a low tolerance for. So, yeah. As much as I'm into technology, you got to unplug around me. Because I do it for everybody. Much as I be on the computer, when I'm around other people, I don't turn my computer on. Unless they want to, if that's what they want to do. If that person I'm with and they choose that, that's what they want to do. But if you coming over here for company with me, that's exactly what I expect you to be company with me, not company with me and your cell phone. All right, catch you later, Phyllis. I don't see no comments on Facebook. Maybe it might not be. Okay. I don't know if I lost everybody, but yeah. I really just wanted to point out that mint first, how abundantly that grew, and talk about it as I relate it to plants, because they are related to me in my world. And I just really wanted to achieve that mini haul so I could really clear out that corner. And see, now I got 3 clear crates. And that's going to go in the bathroom. I got 3 empty crates. This used to be full of stuff. And no longer. There were topics discussed at work today. What topics did you discuss at work today? Come on up here, Christy, and talk to me. Let me put the link in there. Shoot, these people be coming on here talking about crazy mess. We might as well be discussing some things with civilized folks. Okay, you see that? You see that link, Christy? You don't have to if you don't want to, but you could join me on here because I'm just shooting the bobo. Okay, now I got to get a towel because I got mango juice everywhere. And guess what? This going in the compost pile, the peelings and stuff. Nothing goes to waste. That's how it goes down around here. So be right back. Okay, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to do that part. Talk about the mint in relationship to the mango salsa. Oh, okay. I see you. Hey, Miss Christy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
I'm in the kitchen, so I can't hold the I was washing dishes and listening to you. Yeah, it was a hot topic today because I was telling them about the why. And so they said, well, we needed topics like, why do people stay with a cheater? You know,
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a grown folk why game. You're right.
and so
Why?
the men asked, well, why when do women get over their insecurities? Why do women remain insecure that they ruin relationships?
That's a good one because both of my sons went through that. One of them is literally going through that right now. And ladies, that's not a good look. A man can't give you self-esteem, okay? And I'm telling you, it ain't. It's an equal opportunity uh, disruptor. I can't stand no insecure man either.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
So that's a good one. That's a good
So
one.
yeah, they said that's a big one for men and men of color. They just felt like women, African American women, can't get over whatever
Because,
somebody else did to them, or if they made the one mistake.
oh
It's
yeah,
like
yeah, that's a problem. But yeah,
I
that's a
said, I don't
good
know about the
one.
one mistake. I don't know about the one, but you know, they were saying if you go into a relationship and it seems like he's okay until y'all deep in a relationship, and then you pay for whatever else other people before you have done. It was like, why can't women get over their insecurity? So why can't
True,
people
they do. The other people do pay for the sins of the previous past people. I've seen that dynamic plenty of times. Matter of fact, my role online been as a capacity of just being an ear, a shoulder
yeah,
to an ear to, what do they say, a shoulder to lean on. You know, online, you don't have to worry about the date rape stuff.
yeah,
I could actually be friends with males. I couldn't do that. Uh, I couldn't do what I did online in real life. I
yeah.
wouldn't have been able to be that. Uh, I wouldn't have been able to be as objective because it's
Well,
it's
what?
easy, it's easy to be objective towards someone you don't really technically know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, it's easy to be objective with strangers
yeah,
because they not gonna come home and see your house and be able to pass any additional judgment
yeah,
beyond what they can see in front of them. So that was a safe place for me to explore uh, me and how they really feel. And so my son is all for it. He want me to speak out more about these women. Some of these women, we be talking about ain't shit men be doing this and it's
yeah,
some ain't shit women out there, okay?
yeah,
And really be doing some shit that's fucked up, okay? Um, that traumatizes men. They damage the men. They come behind them. You know, I just heard a terrible story. That man said uh, uh, he was just shy of killing her. He would have been locked up, kids, and lost the mama and daddy. You know, because the woman was so abusive and narcissistic. It's a lot of women like that. We just think ain't shit is the men. It's some ain't shit women.
yeah. It's a lot of them. And then they said, what makes you so attracted to toxic people? Because it seems like some people can have a healthy relationship with friends or family, and some people they just either how do they identify themselves as toxic, or why are they so attractive to toxic people?
Well, I think I can answer why they so attractive to toxic people. I can base it on myself. Uh, I think toxic people are naturally attracted to people who are calm. People who are cool, calm, and collected is going to be attracting toxic people. A toxic person run into another toxic person, they gonna collide.
Yeah, eventually. But then they keep up more mess. So they either
They
keep up
do.
mess together, they be toxic together, or one be more toxic than the other.
Yeah, you got them too. Some people is addicted to drama.
I said, how you be old and toxic? That's what's crazy.
Yeah, that's that. Now, see, I'm glad
Now
you
that's what's
said
crazy
it.
to me. How you be
I'm glad you said it, honey, because
over
baby,
35 and toxic?
man, you should have it together. You should know what you gonna be and how you gonna be in life, and it's just ridiculous how many of those we came across on these YouTube streets. These
I
personalities.
mean, to be over 35 and
If you
toxic.
over 35 and you engaging in certain behavior, you need to be ashamed of yourself. Well, and this is the one behavior I'm gonna tell you need to be ashamed of. If you a whole follower, you cheerleading and windmilling for somebody else besides yourself, unless there's somebody else that directly affects your income or something, you know,
Yeah.
something directly important to you that you know your life depends on it. You look a whole hot mess and a fool. Talking about you somebody you just met online and you out there windmilling cursing somebody, you know, people out on their behalf. You know, if you a Barbie or a Barb and you over 35, girl, you look a whole hot mess to me. I ain't even gonna bite my tongue. How you do it? How you do that?
Well, it just tells me you're insecure. You know why you can't?
That's definitely a sign of insecurity because the need to be, you
Gen-
know, associated with a group. It seemed like to me you shouldn't need that beyond high school. You know,
yeah.
I might give you college because you know the young people do be caught up in sororities and stuff, but she past 25, like you say, 35, you 25, 35, you still got that need to belong to some group. That is insecurity. That's insecurity. Clearly, you don't have, you know, your personality is not developed enough to be confident in your own company and your own thoughts and your environment. That's a problem. That's a problem. You need to work on, and them the main ones that jump into relationships, but need to be the main ones backing off and get that part together. They shouldn't
Why
even be
and
trying to
why
be.
why do some women are attracted to men they think they could save? Like they
Oh my God.
that came in but then there were men that asked the same thing, you know.
Yeah,
But
I know men guilty of that too. Yep.
I mean
Uh,
they were saying that
they Captain Save a hole.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they felt like women were the gold diggers, but what do you call it when it's a man? Because it seems to
Ooh,
be more men laid up on women than men
it is. That
on
is
women.
a trend now that's coming. That's true. That's true. These
Keep
men
playing
ain't
your son's
afraid
video.
at
I mean, that's
all.
the conversation went left with that one, you
Uh
know,
oh, did
because
it? Oh no. Oh no.
well, it was just that you know, this man comes in plays your son video games all day. What is he doing?
Yeah,
But you work, mow yards and everything. You know, you do the lawn work and everything.
yeah.
What is he doing? So it's like,
Yeah.
is he a kept man versus a
Yeah. This
woman? A woman that is
it's a
that
whole
does that is
generation.
called she's called a gold digger. You know.
Yeah, he would be called a player.
So they were
Pimp.
saying, you know, what's up with this helping syndrome that you later complain about? Because you go into a relationship too fast, want to demonstrate to a man or woman to show them what all you bring to the table, but you
Right.
give them the table, the feast, the meal, and everything.
Yeah,
So,
everything. Everything. Yeah, that's a problem.
I mean, that came up. I guess it's more than a growing trend for
It
that.
is. It is more than a growing trend, and I know some of the contributing factors. But it's mass incarceration definitely affected that. So you got whole generations of men that don't think nothing. of asking women for money. That's all they know. All they know is a woman doing for them. They don't know nothing about a man doing for them or being, a provider.
That seems to be more women that is able. Like if he can't get it from you, there's always another woman that'll give it to him.
Always, we definitely outnumber them.
So
We
they felt
definitely,
like, you know, just to say you have somebody.
yeah, just to have somebody. And that's basically why I stayed out of relationships as long as I did, because I wanted to make sure my head was right when I'm out there jumping into call myself being in relationship.
Yeah,
Um, I didn't want it to be, where I couldn't bring none to the table and then it would be lopsided, in terms
yeah,
of, I want to be equally yoked. Who don't want to be equally yoked?
yeah.
That's just facts.
But what is equally yoked? What is that?
Well, it's true. Asking women for money. That's all they know.
Yeah,
That's just fact. I don't know what equally yoked is anymore these days. To me, I would say intellectual, but I can't even say that because my late husband, he wasn't such a scholar or anything like that. He wasn't stupid, but
but he
he
was a
was,
provider, and in the sense of the
yeah,
word,
he
how
was a
how
provider.
to me is
And
how you work with somebody. You know
that's what it
how to
was. What he had
stay
going for
strong.
him, no matter what his flaws was, which he did not have flaws. Wouldn't say, I'd be a liar if I didn't say, we didn't have troubles. We had to deal with substance abuse in our relationship. But
Mhm.
I also even understood that. Um,
Mhm.
he grew up seeing a marriage. His mother and father was married for 50 years when I met him. 40 years. 40
Wow.
or 50 years up, it was up there. So he saw what, the right way, uh, how to be in a long-term relationship. So that was something that worked to his advantage. It traits that it was just normal to him and his household. He brought it to the table to me and it was refreshing.
Yeah.
But see, I had so many of them player types. They just playing and laying. Ain't nothing real and serious about them at all. They just casual. So this age, I know that's what I don't want for my life. I promise you, ain't no casual relationship with me. No such thing. Because I take sex and relationships very seriously.
Yeah.
Um, and then I feel like people don't keep that real. Why? Here go another why. Why
Yeah.
do people have sex? Period. Why do they have
Yeah.
sex?
Well, other than for procreation, it feels good if they know what they're doing. But I mean, there's a lot of benefits to having sex. So that includes relieving stress,
Yeah. Some say
better
it's
hope.
exercise. It
Yeah, it's
burns
a lot of
calories.
stuff. Yep.
It burns calories.
A lot of benefits. A lot of benefits.
It's some benefits. But I can't be a friend with benefits. You gotta be more than a friend to me to have the benefits. But if
Look,
that's the
and that's
lifestyle you
why.
choose,
Why if it's so hard to be in relationships, why couldn't be people? A lot of people be have friends with benefits. What's wrong with it? If
it ain't
that
wrong. Nothing wrong with
balance,
it for somebody else. I can't do it. I can't be your
why?
friend and be benefits. We,
Why?
we can't be friends. We gotta be something more than friends.
So you have to know that that's something that you want. That you want
Right.
more than that.
Yes. I don't believe in all that love at first sight. I wasn't,
Now, I
initially.
don't believe in no love at first sight. I don't believe that's a. I don't. I used to. We grew up. It was a. If you were over 35, 40, the marriage and the princess and the bride, and we
Yeah.
played house and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Today, man, you can't get me on today.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, today I don't have that type of you married forever type of thing.
And
I believe
also,
in the sanctity of marriage if I'm gonna be married,
I
but
don't have that, monogamy right way, because I see that as a big failure when you look at society now. That didn't work out too good. People cheat because I actually don't think that we was all supposed to be monogamous. I think that's one of the problems. And
uh-oh.
and insecurity definitely will affect your relationship negatively too.
That
So,
might be me because I done left the house. Do I have to be
oh,
connected to Wi-Fi?
I can hear you clear. It's not affecting the way you sound to me.
I don't know if I got my Wi-Fi on my phone because I was running out, but I don't have to leave right now.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm about to get
surprised.
off
Why
it
can't
too.
people? Why can't people be friends with benefits and adhere to the guidelines they said? Because I found that more men end up with feelings than the females.
Oh, for sure. Because a man get possessive. He can steady play, but he don't want you to play. He don't want you to play. Mm-mm. Cause they be possessive. Men can't take it if women did the same thing men do routinely. Oh, I see that dynamic play out all the time. Mm-mm. Yeah, my son always be talking about that, want to have multiple wives. I said, well, you better be able to handle one before you be talking about another. That's the way I see it. But if you can provide for more than one, I feel like ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel like sometimes that's what people should be doing. I don't think it be no one person that satisfy all your needs. And I think we gonna find out in the long run that relationships is more communal than we think. That it's lots of people for lots of people. It's lots of personalities for lots of personalities. That's compatible. That is not just, supposed to be one on one. Anyway, y'all, my time is running up. And I have now officially chopped up all my mints and cut up my mangoes. They finna go in the salsa. I think I lost Christy. So yeah. Okay, y'all. I'm getting ready to go and finish this out. Um yeah, so here's my mango, salsa, mangoes chopped up, and the rest of what's going in there. And we finna head over to the ninja. And that part I'll just do all cam. I just wanted to have a little chat. I just wanted to update y'all, let y'all know, checking in. Checking in. I'm checking on my health, trying to take care of myself. And now I gotta hit the road. I gotta get on out of here, cause I gotta still return this sleep study back to the hospital, and I want to get back here before dark. I don't be realizing how much time goes by, how quickly that flies. But thank you, Christy, for joining me, and y'all girl finna finish up her salsa and get the heck up out of here, cause I gotta turn this sleep study back in. All right, peace and love. I'll see y'all again in the next video.